What makes this even more terrifying was that lying under the couple was their daughter, Zakiline. That her daughter passed away. Fortunately, just across the hall, nurses worked to rescue Music's older child.
What I say? When I told that
Doing
motherfucker
well,
get up, I would have told that
but
motherfucker one
thankfully,
time
he's
that bitch would
alive.
get dragged out that motherfucker, bro.
Get up.
I'm going.
You guys need to get out.
Yes, sir.
Stand up.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Stand up. Get up. Hurry up.
What the fuck is he
Fuck you, stay on the floor.
You need to get up.
Ah, fuck it. Stay on the ground. I would've...
Go to 10-7.
Where?
Right here.
Who, Ken?
Move. Get up. Yes.
Get
out now.
Get out. There you go.
When parents realize they accidentally killed their daughter, what the fuck?
Whoa.
Huh?
Yup. I'm about to kick back, get cozy, and whoever's in the stream, appreciate you for still, chugging along. 3 hours in.
Dang.
I want all my enemies to kick back. Eat a
All
bag
right,
of
I don't know
meat.
what the fuck he's talking about.
What's going on?
What the fuck is this?
Oh, hell no.
Really stiff.
What makes this even more terrifying was that lying under the couple was their daughter, Zakiline. Officers would rush to get to the bottom of what had happened, but Music and Matthew are seemingly just as clueless.
So what,
As
they
the
laid on a baby
investigation
by accident?
continued, horrifying clues would point the couple out to be neglectful killers of their own daughter. All the while, they had no idea she had even died.
Yeah, what? Why you think he had a stroke?
They ain't even know she died,
On March
bro.
10th,
Why you think he had a
2024,
stroke saying
Thaddeus
that?
Hawkins
He can't
would
say
wake
the
up
word
to a
died.
terrifying scene. He
Oh,
was staying on
damn.
the property of Music and Matthews, living in his own truck. However, Matthew would scramble to get up after hearing screaming coming from inside the family's trailer home just feet away. He would bust open the door to find the couple and their 2 children stiff and unable to move. As he looked closer, he noticed their daughter extremely pale and without a pulse. As he went to call 911, Music told him everything was fine and that help wasn't needed. But Thaddeus could tell Music was clearly delusional in her current state and decided to take matters into his own hands, calling
My name is
911.
What the fuck?
Grant County 911, what is the address of your emergency?
97 Quail Run.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I have no idea. I'm staying with some friends right now, and they are completely. You have a little girl who's not responsive at all. To the adult, the parents are somewhat responsive, but not. They're in and out of. And then they have a 7-year-old boy who is mostly responsive. I was able to get him on a chair, but I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so
really
somebody
don't.
else.
And are you staying in the same
somebody else
house?
was there.
No. I'm just on the property.
Okay, what is your name?
My name is Thaddeus Hawkins. I woke up and I heard someone yelling, "Ow, help!" And so I went in. I was trying to help him.
Okay, and what room is he in?
It's kind of like a one living area type of thing right now, but he's in the same area as them. They're all in the same tiny home area.
Let's see.
Okay, give me a second while I get them started on their way, okay?
This tragedy would take place in a deserted area far from any civilization, so even though Deputy Orozco rushed to the scene, it would unfortunately be far too late.
Oh, he took the call by himself.
What's going on?
Some of the people in the
Nasty ass niggas, bro.
They're not responding?
There's one that's not responding.
And that bitch started taking off.
Who's here? Sheriff's office.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Not much. Sorry, I'm really stiff this morning.
This nigga's laying on the baby, bro.
Are you guys on anything?
No,
They laying on the baby,
no, I'm
gang.
just really stiff.
When Orozco first entered the home, he would notice a foul odor coming from it due to the trash and
Body.
unhygienic nature of the home.
Oh.
Additionally, he noticed a metal container over a tub with ashes, something seemingly irrelevant now, but something that would help solve the case later on.
What's wrong with
You're
him?
fucking disgusting, bro.
He's tired, I think. Is he awake?
He is awake. He moved from here over to there. He is awake.
Who's not responsive?
Not responsive.
The girl in the middle.
The girl, she's responsive.
Cap, get your
Let me
stupid
see.
ass up before I make you
Hell
get
Disney
up.
move.
no.
Yes.
Move.
Oh shit.
You guys need to get up now.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yep.
getting
Before
up.
I make
We're
you
getting
get
up.
up.
Get up.
I'm getting up. I'm getting up.
Let's go. Hurry up. Get
I'm
up.
going.
You guys need to get out.
Yes, sir.
Stand up.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Stand up. Get up. Hurry up.
Hey,
What the fuck is he
Fucking stay on the floor.
You need to get up.
Fucking stay on the ground. I would've-
Get a 10-7.
Where?
Right here.
Who, kid?
Move. Get up. Yes.
Get out now! Get out! Get out! I don't care! Stand up!
I'm going.
How long, Hondo?
But you gotta
Check
talk to
his-
dead
check
body
his
while you're
vitals.
not notifying your supervisor.
Did y'all smoke?
No.
What is it?
No, it's not. No, we just fell asleep really hard.
That's cap, bro. That's cap.
What's going on? Was it?
So unit calling, you're very 10-1.
And one.
I'm not copying 8.
Stand up. Come on. Come on.
Get him on the ground. Get him at the party. There we go.
Give me your hands.
where is this going?
Fucking you going to fucking prison, you stupid bitch.
Stand up! Now!
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you again!
Yes, sir.
Standing up. I'm trying to.
Give me the other arm.
Yeah. You got good cops. You got just a cop. Just a good cop.
While
right
Music
here.
and
Dad, he
Matthew
gotta
are being
go,
placed in
bro.
handcuffs, Deputy Orozco would perform
He gotta
CPR on the
fucking go,
daughter,
bro.
Zacaline. Unfortunately, it would be too late, and she would pass away that night. Fortunately, their son would be rescued from the home with only minor injuries and would be transported to the hospital. But one crucial question remained. What had caused Music and Matthew to be so incoherent that they had
Fucking
no idea their
drugs.
daughter was deceased just inches away from them?
Extremely confused. So no offense. What about? Right, just be honest with me because I need to be able to treat your kid.
We're gonna get up, okay? Stand up.
I can't.
Sit down. Sit up. Come on.
Thank you.
Fucked up, bro.
What did you take?
I don't remember taking anything.
How long have you been out?
Stop fucking lying to me.
So last night was the last time that you were okay.
Last time I was okay. We were laying in the bed there. Had to split all the oak.
Okay, what the hell did you take, bro? What did you take?
You were okay. Are they your kids?
I didn't take anything.
What do you guys have then?
That nigga's
I don't
lying.
have anything.
You want me to take him to the unit?
We'll get that once EMS checks on.
So I probably would have been like,
Let's take one at a time. I don't know if he can walk.
He needs to get seen first.
That shit pissed me off, bro.
Okay, so we don't know exactly what they took. They're both confused. They don't want to say anything. We have one 10-7, 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Another one, bad condition. He was unconscious, I believe, when they got here. And she was also in bad condition when they got here. But our detectives are on their way right now, so we're just securing everything.
She good? Let's go. Stand up. What's your name?
Music.
Huh?
Music.
All right, stand up, Music, and place your hands behind your back, okay?
We gotta go, bro.
I can't really stand it very well. I
Let's
don't
go.
know.
High as
I don't know what
fuck.
it is. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Turn around.
Give me your other hand.
Sorry.
Come on.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
bitch.
The scene is extremely strange, to the point where the officers have never seen anything like it.
Bruh.
Music claims
Fucking
she
disgusting.
hasn't taken any drugs since yesterday, yet
Yeah,
neither of
shut
them
the
are
fuck
even
up.
able to walk or collect their thoughts. Something odd is going on, and detectives at the scene need to get to the bottom of it.
You awake?
Yeah.
Are you good?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I'm not sure.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Fucked up, bro. I'm sorry. Keep saying it. He just can't
He's
shake
not
it.
feeling too good. I don't know if you guys want to check him out again. He's leaning to the side and he says he's not feeling too good.
Probably swallowed all the fucking dope.
What's going on?
Nothing.
You said you don't feel good?
Yeah. Lightheaded.
Lightheaded?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, can you tell me what your name is? Do you mind if we just check your vitals one more time?
I took a needle off of her. It's right there. It's all burnt up. Still ash marks on her sweater. The door was already open. I seen the parents laying down. And I seen the son. He didn't look responsive. I didn't see him until I asked him. I said, "What's going on?" I looked left. He's just sitting on the chair, all lethargic. I was like, "What's wrong with him?" And I saw him moving and breathing. So I was like, "Okay." So I went to go check on him. I was all, "Who's not responsive?" And then she goes, the mom goes, "I don't think she is." And I looked, and they're on top of her. I didn't even see him. Like half of his left body was on her left side, half of her right body was on her other side. So she moved, and I looked at the kid, and I looked at her, and it was just, he was already gone.
Yeah, he about to be.
While music was being transported to the hospital, she revealed that her and Matthew had smoked amphetamine the day before, and that this was a regular occurrence. Even more disturbing was that the day before was Zachy Line's birthday. A birthday spent surrounded by filth as she watched her parents drown themselves in drugs. Despite the sickening nature of this, the amphetamine alone does not explain music and Matthew's inability to walk or perform basic human functions. While a very strong drug, amphetamines do not have this type of effect on users, meaning the drugs she had taken were likely laced with something. With this in mind, police turned to the one seemingly only sober person at the residence, Thaddeus, the man who originally called 911.
He a nasty ass nigga too.
You're not being arrested, you're being detained. Turn around.
Fucking disgusting.
Because you're up here and there's a kid, that's why.
Kid?
Yeah.
I wasn't even in the house until
I don't care.
called. I didn't know she was. I really didn't. That's why I called. I didn't know what.
Look, wait until they read you your rights, then you can start talking.
You got it right, man. Silent.
Thaddeus would be taken to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, where a few hours from now he would undergo an intense interview with detectives. But officers back at the scene still needed to figure out what was going on, so they would engage music to get her side of the story and determine what could have caused this tragedy to happen in the first place.
I walk in and be like, shut the
Music
fuck up!
would reveal
They ain't even
far
saying
more
nothing.
than they could have asked for. Before we get to that, I want to tell you about the best earbuds I've ever used. If you're like me,
What the hell?
you love listening to true.
Really,
Back to the
nigga?
If you run out of juice, over to 15% off. Officers are just about to interview Music about what went down just hours earlier. At this point in time, Music claims she had no idea her daughter is dead.
Diabetes, seizures, strokes.
I have had seizures before because I got a minor nasocranial fracture on a bicycle, but it was like 10 years ago.
What's your name?
Music.
Can you spell that?
MUSIC. My parents are long-haired freaky people. They really named me Music. I have an ID.
Do you have heart problems?
Not that I know of, but I have been having a lot of episodes where my both arms will be super numb when I wake
With your
up.
kids.
But nothing like last night. Last night I couldn't sit up because it was excruciating. And my kids were all floppy, like, we all were all floppy. I can't explain it. I don't have
excited utterance, bro.
I don't know how my kids
That's
He ain't got
could have gotten
he
it.
ain't
We
got
were
a
at
question
their
her. This
birthday
bitch
party
snitching
all
on
day.
herself.
Like, we did not have on us at the birthday party.
This
shit is
is a
lies,
lie.
but you
Notice
just
how
said
Music
y'all got
stumbles
high
on her
yesterday.
sentence after she realizes she shouldn't admit to taking any drugs at the birthday party. It's unclear why she felt the need to lie here, considering just minutes ago she admitted to taking methamphetamine at the party. Regardless, she would be transported to the hospital where her confusion would only continue to grow.
You gonna let you out the car and be like, oh shit, my fault.
I have no idea. Like, I've done a lot of drugs and nothing has ever been like that. And I don't know what it was, but I do want a toxicology to know if something is going on. everybody that was at the party, I trusted.
Are you gonna be a nurse? Okay. Just real
The
quick.
fact that y'all got a
I
party
don't
in
know
that
if you're aware of
fucked
her
up ass
situation, what's going on.
place, and y'all
So if she
doing
brings
fucking
anything
meth
up,
at the
she
party,
has
it's
any
fucking
questions, anything,
disgusting.
How
so
you even do a party in there without busting your ass and cracking your skull open, bro?
It's fucking disgusting, bro.
If she does say anything,
Like, what type of party? Put
My
that
kids
shit up.
15. Last night was the chocolate cake that we got for my
Bro,
daughter for her
bro,
birthday.
she's
I do smoke weed,
doing meth.
and the last time I
Meth laced with fentanyl. Let's not forget about that part.
approximately 12:30.
That bitch got that fent pack.
Park for her birthday party. It was probably going to fast.
She's fucked up, bro.
We talked to my sister.
Bro, you're not about to
I
see
can't
your
leave
son
you.
ever
I
again.
can't
I
let
don't
you
know
do
what the
this,
fuck
bro.
you talking about. You going to prison.
It seems like music is a loving and caring mother, and this whole thing was a tragic accident. However, do not let her manipulation fool you. Just listen to what her son had to say when speaking with medics.
Mommy be getting high every day.
How's he doing?
He's going to sleep for fucking 12
Said he hasn't eaten
hours.
since Friday.
That's why y'all floppy and tired, because y'all haven't
For
eaten.
reference, the
Bro,
current
the son
day
said
is
he hasn't
Sunday,
eaten.
meaning her
Look,
son hasn't
Friday.
eaten
Look.
food in over 48 hours, even
Told
while
you,
celebrating
nigga.
his sister's birthday. It's clear music isn't telling the
told this
whole
nigga to
truth,
eat, bro.
something that would remain a constant theme
That shit
throughout
is
this
crazy,
entire
bro.
You
investigation.
lethargic dumb bitch.
Kind of got a little bit of a mess right now.
Facts.
So we're working through it a little bit at a time. The reason I'm here, I wonder if I could take some pictures of you.
Yes, that's fine.
Thank you so much.
Are you the detective?
I am.
Are you the one that will also be getting a toxicology report? Because I need one. I know
Shut the
that,
fuck
I know,
up. You're doing
I've done
too
a
much
lot of drugs in
talking,
my
bro.
life,
You're
and
guilty.
I've never felt anything like I did last night. It was completely bizarre.
Well-
and all that we had was the chocolate cake that we bought at Albertsons just before bed.
So this bitch think her copping police for her taking drugs and being fucked up. And being so fucked up on some shit. First of all, you took the drug at that. Then you got super fucked up and it was some shit that you never experienced before. So you're trying to cop a plea for a drug that you took. That's super fucking illegal around kids.
Yep.
It's your child's party and you're fucking doing meth. And you want to plead for that shit. You want to be like, oh, well, no, I didn't know it was that deep. I didn't know it was that serious. I never experienced it before. Shut the fuck up, bro. You already fried, bro. Just shut up. Just shut up. Literally, shut up.
Nigga say you already fried,
That's
bro.
it, bro. Just let shit play out, bro.
We need to slice one more slice of chocolate cake.
And what was it that you felt last night?
Last night, I just felt like I couldn't hold myself up. Like I kept falling into the wall. My kids kept falling
Like
into the walls.
you're weak. You were dizzy.
Well,
Well,
Your
how's the
son is fucking
So what's he trying to say
You have
that
any
the
questions for
chocolate
me?
cake had drugs in it?
My kids are okay.
Get the fuck out of here, you stupid
Your
bitch.
kids are okay right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on,
yeah,
bro.
one of your kids is here right now, but I'll
Bitch,
talk to
he
you.
found a
about this
whole
more here in
needle
little bit,
on her.
okay?
The officer at this point is fully aware of Zaki Line's death, but for
I
the
would've
sake
slapped
of
that
keeping
bitch.
the
I probably lost
investigation
my
as
job.
controlled as possible, he decides to refrain from telling music that
I
her
would've
daughter
whooped my
passed
man's
away.
ass.
Fortunately,
Hell yeah.
just across the
I
hall,
would've been
nurses
dragging
work
his
to
fucking
rescue
ass out the
music's
bed when
older
I seen
child.
baby
But that's what I
girl.
say. When I
Not
told that
doing
motherfucker to get up, I would have told that
well,
motherfucker
but
one time that
thankfully,
bitch
he's
would get
alive.
dragged out that motherfucker, bro.
He can't stand up.
Tell him to piss laying down there like a bitch.
Get that nigga some food, bro.
Fuck that nigga.
Let me get you another blanket.
This claim from
Tell
the
that nigga-
nurse
tell that nigga
adds
lay
even more
sideways and put his dick in
complexity
the
to
cup.
the
We don't give a
entire
fuck about that
case. She said the boy wasn't able to put pressure on his legs, just like his parents earlier in the day. This adds the variable that perhaps something else caused the family to become sick and handicapped, something that had nothing to do with the drugs they had taken. Hours would pass as music recovered in the hospital and
What the fuck
nurses
happened
helped
to
her
the
son.
kids? They
She
said
would
they
then
was
be
doping the
transported
kids
to the
up, too?
sheriff's office along with Matthew.
They just not
It's at this
eating,
point
bro.
that officers decided it was best to
I hope
at
they
last
don't find
break
dope in the
the
kids, bro.
devastating news
I'd
to
really
the
be like,
couple
fuck these people, bro.
that their daughter had died.
When we have a death occur, we treat every death as if it's a homicide until we can prove otherwise, whether it's someone, old person dying in their bed or what have you. So just for those reasons, we're going to take some pictures, okay?
Who died?
What's that?
Who died?
The little girl's gone. Okay. So we're going to have you stand up.
He too high, bro.
Officer Carrasco is going to remove your handcuffs. We're going to take some pictures, okay?
Fuck that bitch ass nigga.
Pussy ass boy.
Fuck
Fuck about you crying, nigga.
Stupid bitch.
Yeah, I'm finna get your ass up, nigga. I'm gonna tell you, I told you one time, get the fuck up.
We'll get you up one way or another. I don't give a fuck if I gotta hold your dick in this cup.
She was talking. No, she was not talking.
So, Mr. Bynum, here in a while, we're gonna have a conversation about that, okay?
Alright, but hold on, I'm gonna hold his dick in the
I
cup.
know you're gonna need a little time.
Wait for representation.
Okay, you're gonna want a lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, then let's take some pictures and then we can get you back to the cell for now, okay?
They would allow Matthew to break the news to music in a private area without cameras. However, as it would turn out, Matthew was too afraid to break the news and saved it for a detective later on.
You guys are free to go. You guys are free to go. You just can't go back to the house.
Back to the house right now.
Yeah.
So,
No.
well, he doesn't know. That's what I'm telling him.
They don't know.
Okay, yeah. So you can't go back to the house. You guys are free to go. You guys' phones. She
We
understands
have one phone.
the phone.
Yeah.
You guys come back tomorrow and get with the
How can they
detectives
get
in the
away?
morning.
What the fuck,
The couple
bro?
would roam free following this news, but without a home, they would live out on the streets for the night. Detectives, on the other hand, had a crucial question to answer. What could have possibly caused all of this to happen? As of now, nothing makes sense. A child was dead, and an answer had to be found.
Right, 'cause how they
Fortunately,
gonna let these
detectives
niggas
had a
go?
plan to find the answers they were looking for. Remember Thaddeus, the guy on the scene who called 911? Thaddeus was the only person with the family the night prior, and seemingly the only coherent one out of the group. If anyone could explain what had happened, it would be him. With this, he would be brought to the station directly after Music and Matthew left, where officers would conduct their first formal interview of the case.
Sorry about that. There's a lot going on right now. Alright, so I'm going to read this to you. It's an advice of your rights. It's going to take to investigative detention, okay? Yeah. Considering the matter at hand. Yeah.
The detective would go on to read Thaddeus his rights. It's important to know that detectives do consider Thaddeus a potential suspect. The goal of this interview is not only to determine whether or not Music and Matthew are guilty, but if Thaddeus could have played a role in Zachy Line's death.
I saw that you were the 911 caller. Yes, but before we get into that, let's start in the morning. So how did the morning start?
Well, I don't know if you saw the red van there or not with the dogs in it barking. That's where I'm trying to convert that into a little trailer. That's where I was sleeping. I woke up and I thought I heard the kids playing around outside, and then I realized that someone was yelling out from inside the tiny house, and I didn't know why. So I got out of the van and I went and I sat. There was music. Matt was kind of laying near music, like almost on top of Zachy, little girl. So that's what I decided to call 911.
So let's just kind of backtrack it a little bit. So you heard music yelling. So you hear that. You walk to the door. You go to the door and you open the door and you see Zach, you said? Zachy, and music laying on what?
Well, that was on the bed. Zachy was kind of half on, half off, and music was not on the bed at all.
So far, Thaddeus's recollection of events is accurate to what officers observed when they got onto the scene. He would go on to say that Music and Matthew don't consume or smoke any kind of drug other than marijuana. We know this is a lie, as Music herself admitted to taking amphetamine the day prior, meaning Thaddeus's statements need to be taken with a grain of salt. However, none of this would matter, as the detective would ask a single question that, quite literally, would change the trajectory of the entire case.
How did they get the house?
It was it's a propane heater on the wall, yes. But last night, a few nights ago, the propane ran out, and they had taken it off to go get propane, but never got it to the propane pit.
Did they ever start fires in the house?
No, they don't start fires in the house. They go and I thought you saw the coals in the bathtub.
Yeah.
So that was where they went and they burned wood and brought it in once it was cold and no smoke left.
Yeah, because that's what I thought. I saw that and I was like, well, maybe we could be looking at carbon monoxide here too.
It was. I don't think it would have been, because last night they might have used wood the coals to heat it, but it's probably not likely.
Despite what Thaddeus claims, this theory makes a lot of sense. If the family used coal to keep the house warm, the fumes could be potentially deadly. Burning coal releases carbon monoxide, a colorless, odorless gas that can cause poisoning. Inhalation of carbon monoxide prevents oxygen from binding to hemoglobin in the blood, leading to oxygen deprivation in tissues and organs. This can cause headache, dizziness, nausea, confusion, and in severe cases, loss of consciousness and death. The exact symptoms of everyone inside the home. If the trailer was fully sealed, meaning no windows or doors were open, then this could certainly have been what killed Zaculine. This is something officers would investigate later on in the night, but for now, this is just a theory, and the detective still needs to try and determine whether or not Thaddeus is lying about Matthew and Music's drug use, or if something even more sinister had taken place. To do this, he decides to relay the significance of this case to Thaddeus by letting him know that Zaculine had passed away.
Zachy. Oh. Did not know that. Zachy's gone. That's why all of this is happening. Yeah. Because we need to figure out how in the heck this even came to be. Yeah. Okay. So I know last time we even talked, we talked a lot about doing the right thing and this and that. Yeah. I mean, that situation that you're in, definitely a good time to do that, right? Right. I can't even think of a situation where it would be more important to know what's going on than right now. I'm not the kind of cop that likes to get people caught up. That's not why I do this. That's not why I'm here.
That cop
right now, seeing
nigga want to get a nigga
her covered up, seeing her afterwards. Like I'm not lying. Like it knocked me down. I cried for a good long while. I saw you walking away from the ambulance crying. Yeah, I didn't know why. Yeah, it got a lot worse after that. Right now, my job is to do right by Zachy and lie the best I can by understanding what's going on. I mean, and like I said, sometimes things happen. Sometimes people kill other people on purpose. Yeah. Sometimes it's accidental or things go too far. There's a million reasons why something could happen, why something can come to be, right? And sometimes there's little details of things that happen that end up meaning a lot down the road. Like you could be like, well, I noticed this, or I did see that, or I overheard whatever, or I had this feeling, or something that smelled right and something, right? So sometimes those things can lead to us having a greater understanding. So is there anything of that nature regarding anyone that was there at any time that could have led potentially to that? I only ever heard Music and Matt argue, but it was usually when Matt was super tired and stayed up all night gathering wood and stuff. And then the truck would break down or something.
They was smoking meth, bro. It don't matter. The bitch already admitted it. Like,
nigga trying to tell every other reason, like, no, nigga.
Like
they do drugs
around the kitchen. They loved them. Is there anything that stands out to you about what happened?
Yeah,
that could explain what's going on here. Oh, I mean, what stood out was Zachy's face, how pale it was, or that's what I called it.
It seems clear that Thaddeus genuinely doesn't think Music and Matthew had any intentions to hurt their daughter, and if they had taken drugs that night, he wasn't aware of it.
Not feeding your kids for 48 hours
happened is still as confusing as ever, and the only possible cause officers could think of was the burning coal. So with this in mind, they would report back to the trailer later that night to investigate this possibility.
Reporting for us. Prison, huh?
That shit just so nasty, bro.
Pause this shit, but the thing I always say, bro.
So, I'm sure they went over this.
If you living fucked up like this, you need to get help. If you got kids, you need to give your kids to the government, bro. Because you can't take care of them And when shit like this happens, you're at fault because you didn't do your due diligence to try to get your kid help, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They know they ain't feed their fucking kid in 2 days. That's some bullshit, bro.
Wait, how, nigga, they don't know?
But that's what I'm saying. That's a goddamn problem. You know you got a problem, so why would you bring your kids into that shit?
Nigga don't know how long.
So them niggas don't know how long.
Come on now. And then the carbon monoxide on top of the meth.
Several
nigga.
times with you, but boy was somewhere in this region. Dad was laying here.
It is.
Decedent here, and then mom off to the side. And then when Thaddeus came in, he saw them here. She was super pale. For some reason, moved him to this chair. And then came back. And then that's when he started calling 911. Girl could have gotten sick. I mean, living like this, you know? It's a little bit of a cold or something, then there you go.
Come in that bitch.
She had any kind of immunocompromise.
I'll be taking pictures of all that fucked up shit.
So they said that
when them motherfuckers go to court and the jury want to see, I'm gonna play the whole story back through pictures.
Occasionally do and
It don't. I would play all that shit, bro. I would have that shit on the CD in court with 1,000 pictures.
It seems like the case was quite
Let them
clear
see
at
how
this
they had these kids
point.
living,
The
bro.
carbon monoxide poisoning was too much for Zachy Line's body to handle, and she passed. All they had
the
to
carbon
do was
monoxide
find
killed
a
her?
way to
Yeah.
factually prove that there were high levels of carbon monoxide in the trailer, and their case would be closed. A post-mortem toxicology analysis would be conducted on Zachy Lines specifically designed to identify carboxyhemoglobin saturation. Normal carboxyhemoglobin levels are generally up to 3.5% in non-smokers and up to 8% in smokers. When Zachy Line's result came back, it showed a 70% saturation. It
shit.
was far too much to survive. The coal fumes
70%.
had killed her. The next day, detectives would bring back both Music and Matthew.
Well,
to
they
the
gonna take a
station.
plea deal and get
Matthew
charged with,
insisted on only speaking if he had an
involuntary
attorney
manslaughter.
present, but Music agreed to sit down for a conversation. The detective wants to determine a few specific things during this interrogation. Did Music or Matthew know that heating their home with the hot coal ash was extremely dangerous, yet continue to do it? And ultimately, were they
No,
aware
'cause-
that their daughter
I
had
mean, their
passed
intent
and
was to
tried to
heat the
go
house,
without
not to
calling
kill
911?
nobody.
Now she about to find out.
Well, they about to get hit with involuntary manslaughter, regardless.
Like the deputy told you, I'm Detective Orozco. You can just call me Randy. That's fine. So my job is to figure out what happened, and you are someone that can give me information that I obviously wasn't there for.
Yes.
I'm playing a little bit of catch up.
I do smoke weed, but I have not imbibed any speed.
Okay, so just to be clear with you, thank you.
I do not use them regularly. It was just kind of like I wasn't feeling good. Doesn't matter. That's all just excuses. But anyways, I had not used any past like noon 30 at the very latest.
Okay.
And there was nothing. There was nothing that she could get in the room. The room is extremely messy, and that is true. And we're working on it. We don't have a vehicle right now to even take it to the dump. So it's really
hard.
It is hard.
Crazy hard.
And we had a friend that was letting us use their truck. Do dump runs and stuff.
Okay, I'm sorry.
To do dump runs and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
And yeah, I've done not recently, but like recently I've just done. And I've done
What's
a lot
weed
of
and shit?
throughout my life though. My name is Music. My parents named me Music. You know.
She keeps saying I've done weed and shit.
But,
What is and shit? Meth?
I never felt like I did last night.
But then she keeps saying she didn't use no meth. What the fuck,
My
bitch?
my daughter, my son couldn't hold themselves up. I had no idea what was going on. I just wanted us to get some sleep, and I thought that would help. And I don't know what it was.
It seems odd that all Music feels the need to explain is her chronic drug use, and that she doesn't think it had anything to do with their sickness. The detective would later state that He thought Music had known their daughter was dead even prior to the officers arriving at their house, which is why she felt the need to immediately cover her tracks.
That was not like anything I've ever experienced.
But too, that's extremely weird, right?
Yes.
Stuff like that doesn't really happen.
I don't have any idea what happened, but I want to know what was in my system, and I want to know how it got to my kids' system, because they did not get in. I'm telling you. And an investigation will have to be done, and that is fine with me. But I know that I do not do this hard. I know that. And so if that's in
don't do
my
hard drugs.
system, and if that's in my little girl's system,
The fuck do you think meth is?
That's fucking hard, bro.
Sorry.
That's what that one hard fucking
Whatever
drugs.
you want. You're going through some shit right now. Straight up.
No, I want to speak
Damn, you say you
eloquently
going through some
because
shit,
I
yo.
don't want to
That detective fucking crazy, man.
I'm
I
telling
don't want
you,
to be
keeping this shit a buck, though.
I know that a lot of people come through here lying about what they do, and I am not here to lie about what I do. I'm here to figure out what happened to my children, because I
Gotta figure out like
okay.
You put me on the
I
ground.
want the opportunity to become the best fit for them. I don't know what happened. I don't think it was the cake or anything. I don't know what it was.
What about the heater for the house?
The heater, we don't have the propane hooked in. We're out of propane.
And the cold? Like if we had the cold or whatever
the
you were
place that we
bringing
had-
there?
Yeah, it was cold. They were cold. But we burn them all the way to cold so they don't smoke the place out, and then we vent the window. Normally we have a propane heater, and when we have the propane hooked up to the heater that's up against the wall, we still leave it vented because the kids were a while back, like when we first moved in. This is over a year ago. My son was waking up, throwing up. And we discovered this because we had all the windows shut with the propane heater on, so it wasn't ventilating properly. So we started leaving the windows just cracked, and that was enough. And all the throwing up stuff.
This statement is crucial, as detectives now have verbal confirmation that Music and Matthew were fully aware that the coal was extremely dangerous, even causing their children to be sick. They knew that proper ventilation was necessary, likely due to hallucinations and delusions caused by amphetamine. They forgot to open their windows, neglectfully sealing their daughter's fate.
That's what she said she tried to get one.
Yeah,
She
that was
said,
my initial thought
the
with
nigga
everyone
said
in the
I want an
house.
attorney. They ain't
Like you
hers.
guys, from what we were told at the time, like people just aren't feeling good, and having that type of heater inside the house, or even burning the coals inside, you get a little carbon monoxide. A certain percent, I'm not a doctor, some percent you're gonna start feeling sick and whatnot, and after that things get a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
Right, progressively more serious until that's solved.
There should have been at least 2 windows in the house.
It was very important that the detective didn't reveal that they already knew Zachy Lyons' death was due to carbon monoxide poisoning, as it would have allowed Music to start making new stories and trying to clear her name, as she had done at the start of the interrogation. Since he left Zachy Lyons' cause of death hidden from Music, she was more than happy to give up all of that information.
Zai? Right, is that your son's name? Zai? I checked on him at the hospital when I saw you. So from what they're thinking, at that time, things could have changed. He looks like he has a touch of pneumonia.
Okay.
Okay, but I mean, otherwise, he seemed pretty okay. They're treating them. They're gonna do what doctors do,
Yeah.
right, and check him for all sorts of stuff.
They probably got that man on
He
the
didn't.
biggest bag of fucking saline, bro.
Damn.
One of them jumbo saline bags.
He told us.
She fucked.
She ain't even know, bro.
She might be more fucked than the dude.
She ain't even know, bro.
But we are gonna look into it as deeply as we possibly can to try to get a better answer for what happened.
I just want to let you know you're fucked.
Because she knew that this shit was that it was dangerous.
That's why you don't say shit, bro. You get a fucking
The detective would write down his thoughts during this
thing,
very
bro.
moment,
The detective was trying to prove
saying Miss
intention, bro.
Adami was told about her daughter's
while her saying
passing.
she knew it was
She
fucked up and they
appeared
got
to
sick
attempt
before,
to be
why would you keep
shocked
doing that
and
shit?
also cried, but no tears came out. She would stop and stare for brief moments at a time, which could have been initial shock or theatrics. Her emotional response did not appear to be genuine. The detective had gotten everything he needed. For the rest
Yeah,
of
she
the
wrote a statement on
interrogation,
herself.
Music would recount how she couldn't move when she woke up and
Basically.
everything that had happened the previous day. They would roam free for over 2 months following the death, but would finally be arrested after a case was built up, showing the two's extensive past of child neglect, including a poor living conditions, and a lack of supervision. Matthew would be charged with intentional abuse of a child, resulting in death and abandonment
cold
of a
as a bitch in this
child.
motherfucker.
Music was charged with intentional abuse of a child, resulting in death and child abuse in the first offense. As of December 2024, their trial is still ongoing. If found guilty, the two will likely be facing life in prison.
They fucked 4
Fuck
days
'em.
from Sunday. Suck a dick and die.
Eat a bag of baby dicks.
I'm
bitch.
telling you, eat a dick. Cause ain't nobody trying to hit that shit.
That's what happened when you fuck with meth, bro.
Fuck
Hey,
yeah.
I'm gonna play that video when I go to do the damn just say no to drugs shit at school. I'm gonna play this video. Had the kids like, what the fuck? I'm like, this why you don't fuck with drugs, kids.
What did I just watch?